think I did not throw up. It is 5:30. Good morning, guys. It is like 6:45, 6:50, except this is supposed to be a getting up at 5 a.m. this week video. I was awake at 5, but I could not convince myself to get out of bed any earlier than 6:30. So I just laid in bed, which was not the wisest choice, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish getting ready. I just gotta do mascara, my hair, and then change, and then I will keep you updated. Okay, I'm gonna make my bed, but first I'm gonna tell you a little bit about why I'm trying to wake up at 5 a.m. It's honestly not that far. Normally I do get up at 5:45, so I was just being extra lazy today because I went to bed at like 11, which is, or more closer to 12 actually, which is definitely later than I try to go to bed. But I usually do fall asleep around 12, but I'm usually already in bed, so I've at least relaxed more. But one, this is a 4-day week. We don't have Friday because of Easter, so I felt like that was a good week to try and do it because I've been wanting to do this for a while. Two, I'm a morning person. Like I said, I already get up at 5:45, so I feel like it's not that much earlier, but it would just give me more time because I normally try to just be at the school. I have class at 8 and I try to get there at 7 to practice. And I have a conducting exam and a proficiency for the percussion mallet instruments on Tuesday. So I was like, if I can get up extra early and have extra practice time, get to the school around like 6:30 maybe, that'd be nice. Which was the goal, but obviously, I mean, it's 7 right now, so I'm running more behind than I am on a normal day, but that's mostly because since I got up later, but I'm trying to do this, I'm still trying to like take my time in the morning. But yeah, I figured it'd be nice to just give it a try. This morning, obviously I didn't get up as like out of bed as soon as I should have, but I still woke up at the right time. I just was feeling slow out of bed, so that makes me feel confident about the rest of this week. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on how the day goes. Okay, the time is 7:10 and I'm walking out of my apartment. Like I said, still later than I usually am, but I was took my time this morning, which felt really nice. I did not leave my coffee. Normally I would have lunch to pack, but I actually have literally 0 leftovers and or edible food in my apartment, so I really need to go grocery shopping tonight. It actually has to happen. I've been pushing it off for, it's been over a month since I've gone grocery shopping. That's actually insane. I also forgot that I backed into my spot yesterday, and I love myself because at my apartment, some of the parking spots, sorry for this horrible angle, some of the parking spots are just like really tight for no reason, or really like they're angled on a curve, so they're kind of a pain. And they were the only ones that were open last night were the ones that are a pain to back out of, because there's like a curve on one side that you can't see, whatever. And I backed into last night, so now I just get to pull out, and I just made my day. But anyways, I am going to head to school. I will see you there. Okay, I have arrived. I just parked. I park at a church near the CAC because they let us park for free. And I'm about to head in, but it did start raining like literally when I was 5 minutes away, which was like, of course. And I love the rain, just not when I have to walk through it before I have to be in a building that kind of smells bad all day, but it is what it is. Today felt like very much a Dvorak Shostakovich Symphony 10 day. And if you're not familiar, I highly recommend. I think it's underrated, and it's in one of my favorite keys, E minor. But that's enough of me being a nerd. I'm going to go head in, and I think first stop is it should be percussion practice rooms, but I might practice conducting, in which case it might just be a normal practice room. But I really should do percussion first. I just get anxious about being there, but I am going to head in now and stop pushing it off before somebody pulls in and wonders why I'm talking to myself. Guys, I did it. I went to the percussion practice room. So I think I have like 30 minutes until class, but I want to get there early and help them set up. So I'm going to give myself like 20 minutes, and I'm going to probably do 15 minutes of this and then 5 minutes of conducting, and then I can do more conducting later, I think is the plan. But for right now, I need to lock in, so peace out. Okay, so I got on my class a little early and the PRTs were on time. So I'm actually really early to my physical therapy appointment, so I'm just having outside time. But there's like a ton of people here, and there never is. Like, I'm on the health sciences campus, so it's near the hospital. But there's like actually a ton of students, and I think it's because a lot of people are like touring too. Like, I see people with their parents, and there's some people in my classes earlier. But I've had 4 classes today. 4. I had lab band, and then instrumental methods, and then I had Latin American music ensemble, and I had a steel band, advanced steel band. And now this is my only breakdown of the day, so I'm kind of like low-key hoping that my appointment doesn't take the full hour, but I think it might, because I need to, I don't know, we'll see. But because if it does, that just means I don't really get time for lunch, and I'll have to just eat a couple of snacks, but we shall see. But anyways, it's at least really nice outside. Very windy, but very nice. Okay, so I have this PRT to myself, but it's also loud as hell in here. But I'm heading back from physical therapy, which went well. I do, however, feel like I'm about to throw up really bad, and like my abdomen hurts, so don't tell me that. But when I get back, I have time before my class because we only took half an hour. Okay, so I had quartet coaching and violin studio after physical therapy. Update, I did not throw up, but it was very close. I don't know what came over, but I'm starting to feel better. I just felt very, very ill for a second there, but it's okay. But anyways, I had those 2 classes, and now I have 3 hours until there's a performance we have to go to, and I have a ton of work I need to get done. So I'm gonna just try and log in as best I can. Excuse the horrible lighting. I'm in the library study room, but I'm gonna try and log in. So I will see you on the flip side. Sorry it's been a minute, but nothing really interesting happened. I went to the violin recital that we had to go to. It's really good, great music, great performer. And then I didn't get home till like 9:45 because I took some people from studio home that don't have cars, and I had to stop at the store, so that took a little bit longer. But it is 11:15 and I'm going to bed, and hopefully waking up at 5 because I have a proficiency at 7:30 in the morning, so I need to get up. I'm scared, but it'll be fine. It is 5:30 and I'm up. I have a proficiency in 2 hours, so I am going to get ready for the day. Guys, I can tell it's early in the morning because I just sprayed perfume in my face like it was setting spray. So that was special. But I do think makeup and hair is done. I'm not loving the hair hopefully it's not bad. But I just did this little half out thing. And then the bottom is kind of wavy because I braided it last night. Not loving it, not feeling it, but I don't feel like changing it. I'm more worried about looking nicer tomorrow because I have to be on stage quite a few times in the day. So this is what we have. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. Okay, real quick, actually, before I eat breakfast, I'm gonna make my bed and yap to y'all for a second. So timestamp, it is currently 6 o'clock. And that is the one thing I will say is that I'm getting up earlier, like out of bed earlier, but I'm not doing the same speed that I normally do to get ready. Which, I mean, probably looks better. But I normally get ready for a day in probably 10-15 minutes, do my makeup, and then I change all the day. I'm definitely taking longer right now just because I have the time, which I think is nice, but I also don't know if I love how efficient it is for use of my time, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try and be faster tomorrow, or Thursday. We'll see. But I will say that because I normally get up at 5:45, so obviously this week isn't much different. But because I woke up around 5 this morning, didn't get out of bed till 5:30. Part of it is just like giving myself that extra time, I think, is a big part of doing this, and I have been really enjoying that. So progress. But bed is made, so now I'm gonna go make breakfast as quietly as possible. Guys, one, I forgot it was evil last night and parked super far away from my apartment. But two, do you hear those birds? I don't know what it is, but they are their loudest before the sun starts to rise. And I always felt like growing up, it was like always as the sun started to appear, then the birds would kick up. But these ones, even when it's dark, Wednesday it's morning time, but I kind of love it because I live like it's not really a city, but like in Morgantown, I guess. So it's obviously very urban. But anyways, I made it to my car. So I'm gonna go get gas and then go to school. Guys, I made it to the CAC. Shout out, it is 6:30, got gas. I only got like $15 of gas because it's so expensive. But I made it, but I'm most at the best part of the piece. Anyways, Mozart 5 for you. If you haven't listened, Mozart's Violin Concerto No. 5 is actually a banger, in my opinion. Anyways, I need to head inside and start practicing. Life update. I passed my proficiency. I'm officially proficient in mallet instruments, aka like marimba. So I'm glad that's over. Now I have an hour until my next class, which is conducting, and we have an exam. So I need to lock in on practicing my conducting, especially because I want to try and conduct without my music, but I haven't actually practiced that yet. So it's gonna be special, but I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, I don't know how to explain this if you don't need to know conducting, why I'm doing this, but if you do, well, actually it's not that deep. It's literally just because I move my head too much, so, in my body, so like being against the wall helps. Okay, sorry guys, it's been a very long time since I updated you. I'll just give this short update. Is after extra, I want to run, but I'm gross, so I'm about to take a shower. Okay guys, wow, this lighting is special. A lot went on today. Unfortunately, I am too tired to update you on all of it, so that will have to be something I do tomorrow. But right now, I'm going to go to bed because tomorrow is going to be a big day. But it's 10 o'clock right now, and hopefully I'll get up at 5. It is 6:40. I did not wake up at 5 this morning. I figured that while I'm getting ready, I can just update you about yesterday and today. because yesterday the day kind of flew by me, but it was a good day. It was weird, like schedule wise it's kind of weird because I had a proficiency at 7:30, which for context, a proficiency is singing. So as a music ed major, I have to learn a bunch of different instruments and then we take proficiency exams on them, and it's pretty much like I have to play music on the instrument and say the parts of it, whatever. And it's pretty much the idea is that I should be able to teach a beginner how. Okay, so I'm in our store, so we're gonna move to here. By the way, the idea is that you should be able to teach a beginner the instrument. So I had my mallet proficiency yesterday, which is like my like keyboard instrument in the percussion session, like marimba, glockenspiel, those kind of things. So, and that went well. But that was at 7:30 in the morning, and then because of that, I didn't have my 8 a.m. class because it's normally that class, but we're doing proficiencies during. So then I didn't have anything until my conducting class at 9, which I had, but we had an exam in that class, so I did a lot of practicing for that. I think the exam went well. It was like we just conducted the excerpts and videoed it, and I'll reflect. So that'll be interesting. But I had both of those things, and then I went and grabbed a snack with some friends and we just yapped for a bit, and then I had my violin lesson, which was good. I kind of made some plans for the semester, and then after that I kind of just was getting some work done on my computer, and I went downstairs to go practice. But then while I was practicing, my violin teacher messaged me and she was like, hey, I need you to fill out this application for this thing because it's due by 5. It's for the organization that I'm president of and she's advisor, but she's like, hey, I need you to fill this out. I won't have time. And I was like, that's great, I would love to do it, but I had to do it before orchestra because it closed at 5. So I was like zooming to do that. So that's part of why like I disappeared during the day, because all of a sudden I had to like pump the brakes and make sure I had time to do that, and I did finish it in time. So did that, and then we had orchestra rehearsal, and then after orchestra rehearsal I went on a short run outside, which was nice, very very needed. The weather was really nice, but yeah, did that, and then went back. I was supposed to go to a bluegrass jam, but I ended up not going. It wasn't required. I'm supposed to go to some of them, and I keep pushing them off, but that's okay. Just because after my run, I kind of like crashed, not even like physical energy, just like mental energy, and I think it's because I have been doing like my hardest things of the day were at 7:30 and 9 in the morning, so I think I just like needed to be done. So I went home, and then I needed to send a bunch of emails and do some homework, but instead I decided last minute that I wanted to apply to a committee for one of the organizations I'm a part of, and it was due by midnight. So I just did that, and then I went straight to bed because I was like, if I don't go to bed now, I'm not gonna wake up, which is still what happened. But that was yesterday. Okay, these things are about to get a lot worse, but now for what's going on today. So today is Wednesday, by the way, if we've lost track. It's Wednesday, which is normally a normal day of classes. It's usually actually probably my busiest day of classes schedule-wise. However, today, WVU is bringing Tim O'Brien to the CAC to do a performance. And if you don't know who Tim O'Brien is, he's a bluegrass legend. But in doing so, he's worked with a bluegrass band to kind of make a schedule so that he's gonna just like work with us all day. Oh gosh, he's gonna like work with us and like do sessions and stuff and kind of just teach us, which I'm really excited for. And then the performance tonight, we're gonna get on stage and play, so I'm really excited for that. However, instead of going to all my classes, they sent out an excuse for anyone in bluegrass band, because I play bass in the bluegrass band. They sent out an excuse for anyone in the band, so that way we can go to sessions all day. The only one I'm not going to is one of the first ones because it is during a class that I really need to go to. But other than that, all day, pretty much except for during the breaks, I'm going to be doing that. Okay guys, this is the final fit. I just got these bootcut jeans, simple black shirt, all that stuff. I have a flannel, so if it's cold, and sorry, I forgot my storage was full, but I have a flannel because it'll because it's raining, I'll probably be cold. And then I also have cat, let's see if I can zoom in on it. Why is it not? My socks are cats playing basses on them, which I feel like is just a good omen. So I'm gonna go make coffee and pack my lunch. I just got here and I've been sitting in my car because it's raining, and I put on banger music today, but I need to actually head in because it's 7:30 or about to be 7:30 and my class starts at 8, so that gives me, I need to help set up, so that gives me like 20 minutes where I can do some of the emails and stuff I need to do. So I need to lock in and go do that. So I need to get out of my car, and I think the rain is kind of on a pause right now, so I'm gonna go now. Good morning guys, sorry I didn't film this morning. I just woke up very tired. I didn't get out of bed till 6:30 and I just got ready, but I'm headed to class. It's like 6:50. Hello everyone, it is Laren from the future of this video. That is all I ended up filming. I didn't end up showing you any of what Thursday looks like, and to be completely honest, I don't remember what happened that day. But yeah, that was my week of waking up at 5 a.m. But honestly, most days I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. and most of them I actually woke up later than I normally do, because during the school year I wake up at 5:45. So it was a very off week for me, but after that week, I ended up, for the rest of the school year, kind of waking up earlier and earlier each day, because I did like having more time in the mornings to get ready. So I would say that was still effective. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have, I think, one more school video coming for you, and then the rest of them will be what I've been up to this summer. So thank you for watching.